Hare Krishna, welcome to the online class. Today we are continuing the Damodarastakam series. Today verse is number 3 verse of Damodarastakam. So before we start, we offer our Mangalacharan to invoke the auspiciousness. Namo Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakhurunimiletanjena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Soyam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavanam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Sira Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalitam Sri Visakham Vitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesya Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatruvascha Kripa Sindhuvaiva Cha Patitanam Pavanabhya Vaishnabhya Namo Namaha Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Samiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasat Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you very much for attending the online classes. So we are continuing this Damodarastakam. As you know that this is the last 6 days left for the end of this Damodar month, the very auspicious Kartik month, where Lord exhibited his super excellent, most supremely enchanting, enduring pastime of Damodar Leela. So today is the beautiful verses. The title is very nice. The sweetness is when the sweetness supersedes the greatness of the Lord. So before we start this verse, I will show you in beautiful verses how important this Krishna Katha to hear, particularly not only this Kartik month, every time, because the pastime of the Lord is so enduring, so enchanting, supremely sweet. So therefore, the sweetness is very important, because Lord pastime is so sweet actually. So beautiful verses from the Srimad Bhagavatam. I will show you that 12:50. It is stated very nicely that how this Lord pastime is so enduring. One should always chant, always hear the pastime of the Lord. So it is stated in this. It's a beautiful verses in CC 12:50 of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is stated very nicely how this pastime of the Lord is so enduring. Here you can see that Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam Tadeva Sasan Manasa Mahochavam Tadeva Sakannama Sosanam Ninnam Yaduttama Sloka Jasa Nugayati. So here you can see that Tadeva Ramyam. So Tadeva Ramyam Ruchiram Navam. So this Lord pastime, the wonderful pastime of the Lord is Ruchiram. Ramyam is very attractive. Ruchiram means very tasteful, relisable. Navam, it is always fresh, full of fresh. It's not like a newspaper, old newspaper, very stale. No, it is always fresh. Just like Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, it is always fresh. Although it was spoken millions of years, 5,000 years back, but still it is fresh. So this, because pastime of the Lord is so fresh. Navajovanam cha, he is Navajovanam and his pastime is always fresh. And Tadaiva Saswan Manasa Mahochavam is eternally is a festival to the mind. That is the pastime of the Lord. It's eternally Manasa Mahochavam. Tadaiva Sokannam Sosanam Ninnam. By hearing this beautiful pastime of the Damodarastakam, or various pastime, innumerable pastime of the Lord, what will happen? Sokannava Sosanam Ninnam. It will dry up all the material miseries, because this material world means material misery. That's the concomitant factor of material existence is material misery. We have been suffered by obnoxious material misery of birth, death, old age, disease. Along with that, in addition to this, we have Adhyatmik, Adi Doibik, Adi Bhautik. There are all other, sufferings. So to stop this, to seize this, to dry up all this material miseries, we have to hear this Krishna Katha. This Krishna Katha is only medicine to dry up this. Nibittata Sairupagiyamanan Bhavo Sutos Srutavim Sutta Manoviramaat Kauttama Sloke Gunanubada. So this Uttama Sloka, the pastime of the Lord, which has been described by choicest poet, that has to be here. That is only duty of the human being, to get out from this material existence, material misery. Yad uttama sloko jasa anugiyate. See, yad uttama sloko jasa anugiyate. Those who are glorifying the Lord, they are, it is said that those words describing the glories of all famous personality of Godhead are attractive, ramyam, attractive, relishable and ever fresh. Indeed, such words are a perpetual festival for the mind, and they dry up the ocean of misery. Try to understand, devotees, that how important of hearing this pastime of the wonderful pastime of the Lord. They are the right medicine, particularly in this age of Kali, the right medicine to dry up the ocean of miseries. Therefore, it is stated, one of the verses is stated that one should this real our real duty, prime duty, is to always hear about the Krishna. In 1083, in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1083, Sabhag ayat tasya gunan grinite karau cha tat karma karau manasacha smared vasantam tirajagam jagamesu sinnanti tat punya katha cha karnaha. See, actual speech is that which describe the quality of the Lord. That is actual speech. What is the use of that ideal speech, ideal talk nonsense? There is no benefit of that. Actual speech means we just which describe the quality of the Lord. Real hands are those who work for Him. A true mind is that which always remember Him, dwelling within everything, moving and non-moving. That is true mind always. Manmana bhava madhavakta. That is the true mind, always thinking of remembering the Lord. And actual ears are those who listen to sanctifying topics about Him. That is really ears. What is the ears? Ears without hearing Krishna Katha, but hearing all nonsense thing in the world. So therefore, this hearing of Krishna Katha is paramount important for the devotee who really seriously want to advance in Krishna consciousness. Who are not advanced in Krishna consciousness, they just open up the Bollywood and they can hear Bollywood and Hollywood, all the other things, nonsense. But those who are really interested in Krishna, advance in Krishna consciousness, they must hear, they must talk, they must think of Krishna, they must work for Him. That is the import of these verses. Beautiful verses, 1083. Therefore, it is said that it is said that in 2:3:17, one of the verses, it is beautiful. It says that Ayur harati by punsam, Ayur harati by punsam, Udyam astam chanyasu, Tasyarte nitya, Uttama sloko bharta. All the activity other than describing the Lord, thinking of the Lord, or related to Krishna, or hearing about Him, all other things are accounted by Chitragupt, Yamaraj accountant. It has a reaction, whether it is a pious or impious, it has got reaction and recorded in the account of Chitragupt, Yamaraj. But only thing that cannot be recorded when one is engaged in the service of the Lord. Uttama sloko bhartaya, those who are glorifying the Lord, hearing about the glories of the Lord, working for Him, thinking of Him. Only that activities is not recorded by account of Yamraj. It is said that Ayur harati by both rising by setting sun decrease the duration of life of everyone, except one who utilizes this time by discussing topics of the all good personality of God. Very, very important. Time is very, very important. By millions of Prabhupada used to quote this Chanakya Pandit, that you cannot get the time back by millions of dollars, paying millions of dollars. So this is very important to hear particularly the Hari Katha or Krishna Katha. So with that note, let us start the continuation of the verse, continuation of Damodarastakam. Today's verse is Damodarastakam 3. As you know, in the first and second verse, Krishna was breaking the pot Satta Sattavatar Muni is singing the Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Lasat Kandalam. So what Krishna breaking the pot of yogurt that was mother was churning into the butter, and he's stealing that butter and quickly running in fear of Mother Josoda. Mother Josoda was coming with a whipping stick to discipline his son because of his notoriety or mischievous. So he was very quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Josoda, but he was being caught behind by her. And he was being caught behind her. Not only he was being caught behind her, but also who ran after him with greater speed. So by such thing, he was when he was caught, he was rubbing his hand with his to sing the whipping stick, because mother having a whipping stick in his hand, Mother Jasota, to discipline him, to chastise him. So seeing the whipping stick in this mother hand, he is rubbing his eyes with his two letters and he's crying. He's crying, sobbing, he's crying. So he's crying and thinking that it will invoke the empathy of mother and he will be escaping. But that was not the case. Mother Dusata bound him and trying to bound him, but it was too short, two fingers short. But finally, Lord allowed him to bind, so he was bound. The unbound personality, actually, who is unbound everyone from the material existence. Krishna is the Supreme Lord who is unbound everyone from the material bondage. He is now bound by the love of his mother's love. Mother's love. We can say Bhakti Badam, Sita Grai Badamadaram, Bhakti Badam, my mother's pure love. He is not bound by the ropes, but bound by the mother's pure love. So he is bound, who is unbounding everybody. Jasya Smarana Matrena, Murtu Sansara Vimuchyate, Namaste Vishnu, Prabha Vishnu. So just smarana matrana, by mere thought of the Krishna or Vishnu, sansara, murtu, sansara, bandhanam vimuchyate, the material bondage will be unbounded or released simply by mere thought. But that personality is now bound. So this is all about the Damodar Lila, how he was so much subordinate to his to his devotee, to that extent that he is ready to be bound. He is ready to be captured. As we discussed that he is not, nobody can capture him. Even the yogis, panthast koti satavatsar sampragamya, vayu rathapi manasa munipanga banam, they cannot even capture by even going by greater speed than the mind and the wind. But that Lord is captured by Jasoda. That Supreme Lord is bound by the Jasoda Maya. So what made the Lord to bound? That is pure love. Pure love. What kind of pure love? Today we will read that. What kind of pure love that made the Lord to be bound by Mother Jasoda, his pure devotee? What kind of love? There are different loves are there. But what kind of that love is so exalted? How exalted this Jasoda Maya, and what kind of love she has got for Krishna, that made the Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Controller, is bound. Supreme Controller who unbounds everybody from the material bondage, bound by her. Bound by her. That we can going to Lord. We are going to, and before that, and that particularly that Lord who is, it is said, Bilbha Mangala Thakur, beautiful Sarvasya Bandhanam. Now Sarvasya, what is that? This beautiful verses by Bilbha Mangala Thakur. Chinnasya Goram Yamapasa Bandham, Vinnasya Vimana Bhavapasa Bandham, Chinnasya Sarvasya Samasta Bandhanam. Who releases all this bandhana, material bondage from everyone. That Lord, Supreme Lord, is now bound. Naivatmana bhakta kittam tu bandham. But you are not able to release. You are not able to unbound your binding. You cannot release from the from binding from your devotees, Mother Jasoda. You cannot escape from the binding of his devotee. That Lord who is, Chinnasya Sarvasya Samasta Bandham, who is releasing everybody from the bound, he is now bound and not able to escape. Why? Then now we are going to learn why Lord is bound and not able to release. You see the beautiful translation, Damodarastakam. You got the terrible news of Yamaraj, you sever the dreadful news of material existence, you slash everyone's material bondage. You slash everyone material bondage. Try to understand this point. You slash everyone material bondage, but you are unable to cut. My Lord, you slash everybody material bondage, but you are unable to cut the knot fastened by your own loving devotees. How contradiction it is. How contradiction. Therefore, Kunti Devi, such exalted devotee, he is telling, oh, aho bidambana, so bidambana, how bewildering this, how bewildering your pastime is. So here Krishna is revealing why he is bound by his devotee. Why he has been captured by the devotee. The Lord Shiva, the great yogis, Lord Brahma, they cannot even capture the Lord, but he is captured by the Mother Yashoda. So here today's verses is we can go. इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिर आनंद कुंडे स्वगसम निमज्जताम ख्यापयन्तम तदीयसितगेषु भक्तिर्जितातम पुनः प्रेमतास्ताम सतावृत्ति बंदे. Beautiful verse. Iti dृक्स्वलीलाभिर आनंद कुंडे. Iti dृक् means by such Damodar Lila, by such childhood pastime as this. So Lilabhir, Nija Lila, so own pastime. Ananda Kunde, Swagasam Nimanjatam Akhyapayandatam. So by such childhood pastime, he is drowning the inhabitant of Gokula. Swagasam means own people, own person, own devotee, into pool of ecstasy. Todiya Sita Gensu Bhaktir Jitatam, and he is proclaiming that he is only captured. Who is proclaimed to whom? He is proclaiming to all these people who are absorbed in the knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence, that he is only conquered by bhaktir jitatam, only by pure devotional service. Devotee who is pure love, imbued with intimacy and free from conception of awe and reverence. To that supreme Lord, with great love, Satavrata Muni is offering humble obeisances, hundreds and hundreds of times. Try to understand this point. This point, if you understand, you can understand this word very. Supreme Lord is greatness, has two attributes. He is great, both great and also sweet. The knowledge about his greatness evokes the submission, just like Vaikuntha. Everybody is praying. Everybody is praying, you are great. Suklam Barandaram Vishnu Sasi Bannam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Badanam Dhayante. So Dhayantam, by meditating Dhyananta Santaya. So the Vishnu is so great, so everybody is Saharsa, Sirisa, Saharsa, everybody by Sloko, different mantras, slokos, they are glorifying the Lord. Yam Brahma Varunendra Ma Rudra Maruta Stumbante Divya Stabhya. Everybody, Divya transcendental poet, they are describing, glorifying the Lord. That is his greatness, supremacy of the Lord. Brahma, Indra, Varuna, everybody. That in Vaikuntha. So this is the greatness of the attribute, the greatness of the Lord. So that greatness of knowledge of the greatness of the Lord evokes the submission. So everybody is submissive. Rama Sambhu Brahmarapati Ganesarchita Pada. Everybody is submission. All the demigods, all the host of the demigods, Brahma, Lord Shiva, even Lakshmi, they are submitting them. Ramasambhu Brahmarapati Ganesarchita Pada Jagannath Swami. Everybody submission. Because that evokes this attitude of submission, mood of submission, servitorship. Submission, submit to the Lord. That is called greatness. If you know the greatness, Lord is so great, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitra. But on the other hand, the sweetness attribute of the Lord, that evokes the maintenance, the controlship from the Lord, on the Lord. That is the different. The sweetness is different. The sweetness of the Lord, that is different from the greatness. The sweetness of the Lord eclipses the knowledge of the greatness. That intensifies the love. That controls the Lord. that made the Lord to depend on her. Jasoda Maya is not thinking that Krishna is great, but he is thinking how greatly Krishna depends on her. If Krishna, I am not going to feed Krishna, Krishna is going to be sick. If I am not going to discipline him, he is going to spoil. So he is thinking like that. He is thinking that Lord is so greatly depend on her. That is called sweetness. So these pastimes of Vatsalya Rasa it supersedes the greatness. The awareness of the greatness is eclipsed by the presence of this sweetness. Therefore, Jasoda Maya able manage to bound him. That is the only thing. Therefore, Krishna is proclaiming Sogosam Nivanjatam Akhyabtodiya Sita Jesu. He is now proclaiming that I cannot be conquered by this supreme awareness of this knowledge of awareness of my majesty, supreme majesty and opulence. I can be conquered by the devotee who is pure love, free from all kind of intimacy, who is free from all kind of awe and reverence. There is no veneration, respect. Mother Jasoda thinking that he is my son, I have to control him. That is this important of this lila and important of this word. Sweetness supersedes the greatness of the Lord. And Lord likes it. In beautiful verses I will show you, Lord himself says in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is very nicely for Adi Lila 4:21-22. Krishna himself declared that Moro Putra, Moro Sakha, Moro Pranapati, Ei Bhabe Ei More Kare Suddha Bhakti. Aponanko Bado Mane Amara Samohina, Sei Bhabe Ei Ami Tahara Adhina. So, if one cherishes pure loving devotion to me, thinking of me as his son, his friend, or his beloved, regarding himself as a great, and considering me this equal or inferior, I become subordinate to him. See, Krishna says, I become subordinate to him. He thinking that I am equal to Krishna. That means that sweetness evokes the affection. Greatness evokes the subordination. That is the difference. You know this difference, this point, then we understand this verses, understand Damodar Lila. The greatness of the awareness of the greatness of the Lord evokes the submission. On the other hand, sweetness of the Lord evokes the affection. And Lord wanted that affection, loving affection, this reciprocation. Because by the absence of the greatness, it intensifies the love, your affection for the Lord. I cannot love if I know the Lord is so great. My emotion will be eclipsed, inhibits. A devotee inhibits by awareness of the greatness of the Lord. It inhibits the expression of the emotion in full entirety, incomplete. We cannot express, just like Hanuman. Hanuman cannot express his, because Hanuman is the Dasara, so he is subordination. He cannot chastise the Lord. He cannot go and sit on the platform. But Mother Jasoda on the other end, Vatsalya Rasa, he can chastise, he can capture, he is sticking, he is coming behind him, sticking to discipline him, to beat him, to discipline him, to bind him, he can bind, he can capture him, she can capture him. The gopis, all these gopis, they used to make the Lord to dance. I will give you sweet, then you can dance. It is there in 10 canto. It is stated that 10, 9, actually 7, 8, all the things verses. I think 10, 11. 10, 11, same here. You can see that how the gopis would say, if you dance, my dear Krishna, then I shall give you half a sweetmeat. By saying this word, by clapping their hands, all gopis encourage Krishna in different way. At such times, although he was supremely powerful personality of God, I try to understand this point, bro. Although he was supremely powerful personality of Godhead, he would smile and dance according to their desire, as if he were a wooden doll in their hand. Sometimes he would sing very loudly at their bidding. In this way, Krishna came completely under the control of gopis. See, that is what Krishna supremely, the super excellent Vishesa, this Guna Vishesa, Lila Vishesa, all the things. The Guna Vishesa means is that quality, super excellent quality. He come under the control of Dasavasya. He's come under the Bhaktya Vasyatya. Bhaktya Vasatya means come under the subdued by the devotees, particularly those devotees who is free from all conception of awe and reverence like Vaikuntha. Those devotees who are releasing the sweetness of the Lord, who is aware of the sweetness of the Lord, whose love is, imbued with intimacy, so much intimate relationship. Not that Lord is so great, I am worshiping. That is different rasas. There are 5 kind of primary rasas are there, and 7 subordinate rasas are there. We will go through that rasa to touch it, that what are the rasas and how this rasa is so exalted than other rasas, and what are the characteristics of the rasa. We will touch this because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself spoke. This is in CC that what is the characteristic of Santa rasa, what is the characteristic of Dasya rasa, Sakhya rasa, Vachalya rasa, and the final is the Madhurya rasa, conjugal love. So these are 5 primary rasas. So how this is Vachalya rasa? This is the exhibition of the Vachalya rasa between Mother Jasoda and the Lord Krishna. So this is full of intimacy. It's free from all conception of awe and reverence. That made the Lord to be bound. He loved to be bound. He loved to be captured. He loved to be chastised, but by his pure devotee. And he loved this kind of intimacy because in Vaikuntha everybody is subordinate to him. Nobody wants to chastise him. Nobody has a dare to chastise him. Audacity to chastise. So when he wants to be chastised, he comes and exhibited all the pastime with pure devotee. And particularly those devotees imbues with his pure love, imbues with intimacy, free from all conception of awe and reverence. He is warning that we should raise our bhakti to that platform of unfettered love, unbounded love. We should not be fettered by the his conception of awe and reverence, Lord. Of course, initially Vaidhi Bhakti Prabhupada say we should pray Radha, Krishna in a and Lakshmi Narayana subordination Vaidhi Bhakti, because we are all conditioned soul. We in the conditioned stage we cannot perceive this super excellent bhakti. So we have to raise that platform, Vaidhi Bhakti to Raganuga Bhakti. Initially, you should do the Vaidhi Bhakti in a subordination. So this is what the important point on this verse is, that how this iti drikswalila bhir ananda kunde sogosam nimanjatam akhyapayantam todiya sita gesu bhaktir ditatam punaha. Todiya sita gesu, to all this devotee is warning that I am not, you cannot capture me by your supreme majesty. No, I cannot be captured. Na I am sukhapa bhagavana gopika sutta dehinam gopika sutta. Jnaninam cha atmabhutanam. Jnaninam atmabhuta. They cannot, by supreme knowledge. Vedesu dullabam adullabam atma bhakto. You cannot with knowledge of Vedas or his supreme majesty, supreme opulence. Lord is great. Lord is this. Lord is that. Lord is, in that kind of love is good. Invoke the submission, but it cannot invoke the affection. But a devotee must know both the things, both this his greatness along with his sweetness, because it reinforces our devotions. Without knowing that, it won't reinforce. We will go through also how devotee gradually develop to that point of love where it is free from all conception of awe and reverence. So we will go through the Chaitanya Charitamrita where Lord is describing that. As I told you, this beautiful verses where Krishna says that here Parikit, sorry, in Bhagavatam there are beautiful verses that Vritya Vasyata. This is why Krishna is under the control of the devotee. Maharaj Parikit is here speaking that entire universe with great exalted demigods like Lord Shiva, Brahma, Lord Indra is under the control of Supreme Personality of God. Your Supreme Lord has one transcendental attribute. He comes under the control of his devotee. This is now exhibited in Krishna in this. So this is the pastime of the Lord. Lord control is the control. Lord comes under the control of his devotee. But what kind of devotee Lord is proclaiming here? It is understood that Lord has a beautiful transcendental activity, the guna visesa, the guna super excellent activity, but that made the Lord to come under the devotees, subordination of the devotee, or subdued by the devotee. But what kind of devotee? Not all devotee Lord comes under this kind of things. No. Nobody can beat, and Hanuman cannot beat, Arjuna cannot beat. No, he want to be subordinate of the Lord, to those devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy, free from all concession or whatever, awe and reverence. That is proclaiming, Sogosam. Sogosam is proclaiming to all those. So that kind of devotee, that has to be understood. So we can go through what all are the different type of devotional service or rasas, melodies are there. So here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has spoken very Santa Rase Swarupa Buddhaya. So he was, there are, as I told you, there are 5 kind of rasa, beginning with Santa Rasa. What is called Santa Rasa? When one is fully attached to Krishna lotus feet, one attains this Samatha stage. The word Samatha is derived from the word Sama. Therefore, Santa Rasa, the position of neutrality. This is Madhya 19.211. You can go through 212, 213, 214, like the 215. You can know all the 5 rasas defined by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When one is fully attached to Krishna's lotus feet, and the position of neutrality means being fully attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. This is the verdict of mouth of Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself. This state is called self-realization. Self-realization begins with Santarasa, means neutrality stage. Lord is great, like Bhishma. Lord is great. Prahlad Maharaj, the greatness of the Lord, to awareness of the greatness of the Lord. So in next verses we will see that these are the words of Supreme Personality of God. And when one intelligent is fully attached to my lotus feet, but one does not render practical service, Santarasa, they are aware of the greatness of the Lord. Lord is Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Mata Sarvam Pavatate. He is great. Kavim Puranam Anusasitaram. Lord is so great. He is controlled. Everything is controlled by the Lord. Om Punnamadam Punnamidam Punnat Punnamudachyate Punnasya Punnamadaya Punnameva Vasishyate. So Lord is great. That kind of awareness is there, but they do not render practical service. They know practical service. That is called Santarasa. When one has attained the stage called Santarati or Sama. Without Santarati, attachment to Krishna is very difficult to achieve. This Santarasa is very important. In the beginning, Santarasa is the first stage of self-realization. That one has to know that greatness of the Lord. That reinforce the devotion, bhakti actually. Otherwise, you cannot develop the attachment to Krishna without understanding that. That's why we are explaining. Not that the Damodar Lila coming to temple, offering the lamb, reciting, reciting some Damodar Lila, offering and then going back, that's it, finished. No, you should absorb in this, understand that. Understand the supremacy of the Lord. Without understanding, we cannot have attachment to Krishna. Just like without awareing somebody, we cannot love somebody. We have to know, first of all, we know the person, how great he is. Then only we can develop the attachment for them. That is important. So we must know this Krishna Tattva. What is the Krishna conception? What is Krishna consciousness? What is Krishna Tattva? Who is the Lord? How supreme he is? Mataha parataram nanyam kinchidasti dhananjaya. Mai sarvam idam pratam. Shrute maniganaiva. Nobody is greater and equal. Nobody is greater and equal to me. Nobody is greater truth than me. That is what understanding of Krishna, you must be very clear that how supreme Lord is. Then second one is, then in the word Sama or Santarasa indicate that one is attached to the lotus feet of Krishna. Dhamma means controlling the sense, not being deviated from Lord's service. Endurance of unhappiness is Titika. Driti means controlling the tongue and genital. They are all very self-realized person who is controlling everything, senses. Santarasa also not that very, they are exalted like Bhismadev and Prahlad Maharaj. They are all exalted Santarasa. They are all controlled sense. Everything is controlled. They are not deviated. They are totally attached to the Krishna. Giving up all desire not connected with Krishna is the business of one who is in Santarasa. See? Giving up all desire not connected with Krishna is the business of one who is Santarasa. All the other connections they give up, like Prahlad Maharaj, Vishnu, they are always absorbed in the knowledge of Krishna as Supreme Lord. They are all who is Santarasful. And only devotee of Krishna can be situated on that platform. He is thus called Santarasa. Only devotee can be so attached, giving up all anya vilasita sunyam, jnana karmadi anarvatam, anukullena krishnanushilamam bhakti rutama. Only devotee can do that. Giving up all other desires that are connected to Krishna, attached to Krishna, that is called Santarasa. But without rendering practical service. That is called the Santarasa, the first mellows, first rasa. Then we can go to the other rasa. When a devotee is situated on the platform of Santarasa, he desires neither elevation to heavenly planet nor liberation. They are the result of karma jnana. The devotee considers them no better than hell. A person is situated on the Santarasa platform manifests the two transcendental quality: detachment from material desire, full attachment to Krishna. That is Santarasa. Santarasa means he doesn't want to elevate to the heavenly planet nor any liberation. They want only attachment to Krishna and detachment from material desire. That is the stage of Santarasa. The beautiful verses in this, it is quoted in Narayana Parasarve. It was quoted, it was stated by Lord Shiva to Parvati. Narayana Parasarve na kusana vibyati sargopavarga narakesu apitulyata darsana. For the Santarasa, those who are devoted to Supreme Lord, they are not afraid of anything, either it's hell or liberation. They are all same for them. So when we can, this is the all about the Santa Rasa. So it is the nature of Santa Rasa that not even the smallest intimacy exists. There is no intimacy here. See, Krishna say, I only captured by the devotee whose love is imbued with intimacy. But here we can see Santa Rasa, there is no intimacy. Rather, knowledge of impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma is prominent actually. Santa Rasa is more into Paramatma or into impersonal Brahman. This is more prominent in that way. On the platform of Santarasa, one realizes only his constitutional position, but when one raised to the platform of Dasyarasa, he better understands full opulence of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Dasyarasa means more opulences. The greatness is entirety of the greatness, completeness of his greatness has been exhibited, understood when it is in Dasyarasa. On the Dasyarasa platform, knowledge of Supreme Personality God is revealed with awe and veneration. In Dasyarasa, there is a awe and veneration is there because there is a complete awareness of the supremacy of the Lord. By rendering service unto the Lord Krishna, the devotee in Dasyarasa gives constant happiness to the Lord. See, here the practical service is introduced. Santarasa, the practical service is absent. Here practical service is introduced because here the awareness of the Krishna is in full. Therefore, it is full of awe and veneration. See, the quality of Santarasa are also present in Dasyarasa, but service is added. That means Dasyarasa contains both Santarasa and Dasyarasa. Quality is same quality. The great awareness of the greatness of the Lord is there, but service is added. Therefore, it is called Dasyarasa. Then we will go to Sakhyarasa. The third rasa is called Sakhyarasa. The quality of Santarasa, service of Dasyarasa are both present on the platform of Sakhyarasa. On the platform of fraternity, the quality of Dasyarasa are mixed with the of confidence fraternity instead of awe and reverence. On the Sakhyarasa platform, devotees sometimes offer Lord service, sometimes make Krishna solve him in action. In their mock fighting, coward boys sometimes climb on the Krishna shoulder, sometimes they would make climb on their shoulder. This is Sakhyarasa, friendship. Friendship is sometimes they are offering service, sometimes they are getting also service from the Krishna. Friendship, na very same platform, equal platform. And Lord also like that. Moro Putra, Moro Sakhya. Lord like that, Sakhyarasa. They either you think of equal or you are thinking that Lord is inferior. That Krishna is very much released that kind of rasa. So here it is said that Sakhya rasa platform, it is the mix of the both Dasya rasa plus Santa rasa, and also sometimes they want also service from the Lord. This is friendship. Sometimes you help, I help, like kind of friendship. Then and awe and veneration are absent on the platform of fraternity. In the rasa is predominant by confidential service. Therefore, Sakya rasa is characterized by quality of three rasa. Because awe and reverence, because friendship, there is no question of, oh, sir, how are you? Your Excellency, your Excellency, Your Highness. That this is absent. You don't talk with the friend, Your Highness, sir, Your Excellency, Your Majesty. No, you don't talk with the friend. Therefore, in friends, there is the platform of fraternity or friendship or Sakhyarasa, there is a absent of the awe and veneration. Awe and veneration is absent in Sakhyarasa. On the platform of Sakhyarasa, the Supreme Lord is controlled by the devotee who are intimate with him, think themselves equal to him. That is also Sakhyarasa, also Lord is revealed. Because it is without awe and reverence. Therefore, Krishna say that iti drikswa lila vir ananda kunde sogosam nimanjatam akhyapane todiya sita gensu bhaktir ditatam. Bhaktir ditatam. What kind of bhakta? Who is free from awe and reverence, whose love is imbued with intimacy and free from all concession of awe and reverence. That means he is always love to be captured and love to be captured, love to be what you say obtained by this kind of the Sakhya Rasa and Vatsalya Rasa. Because Sakhya Rasa also is there, free from all concession of awe and reverence. Therefore, all the gopis, not only Krishna, not only when you say Josoda means represents all the things. Namo Radhika Todiya Priya, Radhika, Josoda, gopis, everybody has that privilege to capture the Lord, bound the Lord, which cannot be bound by all other rasa, not with Dasa Rasa and Santa Rasa. Because they are on the platform of Sakhya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa and Madhurya Rasa. The three rasa can bound him, because in that three rasa, technically, the free from all concession of awe and reverence. Pure love is free from all concession of awe and reverence. There is no awareness of the greatness. The awareness of the greatness is eclipsed by this sweetness, absorption of the sweetness of the Lord. Therefore, all the absence. Then Vatsalya Rasa is saying Vatsalya on the platform of parental love. The quality of Santa Rasa, Dasya Rasa, Sakhya Rasa are transformed in the form of service is called maintenance. Just like Yashoda Maya thinking, oh, I should chastise him, I should discipline him. Otherwise he becomes spoiled. Therefore he is holding a stick. She is holding a stick to chastise him, to give punishment. But because of his mischievous activities. So this is what maintenance. I am to maintain Krishna, I am to feed him, I am to bathe him. Krishna is going to be bathed by little water, Baraha Avatara, he come and lifted the earth. On his lifted the whole earth from the Garbhodakya, on his nose, and that Lord who from the water is falling from this Baraha, they become an ocean, become a big ocean, a drop of water coming from, how gigantic he is. Basati dasanna sikhare dharani tabalagna sasini kalenka kaleba nimagna kesavadrita sukara rupa jaya jagadi. Sukara rupa, so gigantic Sukara rupa. A drop of the water falling from his body when he was lifting become an ocean. That Lord is now, Guru Sudamaya thinking, I am going to take bath him, little bit of bathing him, otherwise if we do not bath him, he become, filthy. That kind of maintenance. I have to feed him, otherwise he become weak. That is the maintenance in this, that is called nurturing, nourishing, that kind of maintenance is there in exhibited, manifested in called, that is called parental love. And that is the what the Damodar Lila is parental love. It's a mix of Sakhya Rasa, parental love. Jasodamaya is binding in parental love. Here it is said that the essence of fraternal love is intimacy. Fraternal love is intimacy devoid of formality, veneration found in Dasya Rasa. Due to greater sense of intimacy, the devotee functioning in a parental love chastise and rebuke the Lord in the ordinary way. See, here it is said that the essential quality of fraternal love is very devoid of all kind of formalities, all kind of awe and reverences, which is there in Dasya Rasa and all. But the great sense of intimacy is there. So Krishna is telling that whose love is imbued with intimacy. The chastised Lord, rebuke Lord, oh Lord, come here, chastising. In ordinary way, he is my son, and Lord loves to be chastised. That's why I swore the verses in CC, Moro Putra, Moro Sakha, Apona Kamani. See, Krishna says, Moro Putra, Moro Sakha. Those who are thinking that Moro Sakha, what is that? Moro Putra, Moro Sakha, Moro Pranapati, Ei Baba, Ei More Kore Suddha Bhakti. That is the pure love. Aponaka Bado Mani, he is always the devotee who thinks that I am better than, I am superior than Lord. Amore Samana Hina. Oh, who think that I am equal to Lord, like his friend Madhumangala, Subala, all this friend, Sudama, Amara Samanahina, Ei Babe, Ei Ami Tahara Adhina. I am controlled by those devotees who are thinking that I am equal and I am inferior to them. Not that who is thinking that Lord is superior. Not for them. For those devotees who are thinking that I am equal to Lord, I am even superior to Lord, that devotee has that privilege, has that prerogative to capture the Lord. This is the essence of this third verse, that Swagasya Bhaktir Jitatam. Todiyasita Gensu Bhaktir Jitatam. That is the essence of this verse. And by enacting this kind of beautiful pastime, he is drowning the ocean, drowning the inhabitant of Gokula. Why he is exhibiting all? To give the pleasure to his all Sogosam, all his own pure devotee. Prapancha nisprapanchapi budham vidham vayase bhutale janata prapanna janatananda prapanna chodaham patithum hari. Beautiful verses. Why Lord is coming and doing all the things? Beautiful verses from AS 10, 14, 37 of Srimad Bhagavatam. Beautiful verses. Why Lord is coming and all the exhibiting all these beautiful pastimes, wonderful pastime in devotee. Prapancham nisprapanchapi vidambayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sodaham pratitum prabhu. My dear master, although you have nothing to do with material world, material like this, you have nothing, you are transcendental, my Lord. You come to the earth and imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrender devotee. To increase that varieties of ecstatic enjoyment, you come and enacted all this pastime, exhibited all this pastime. Iti driksvalilabhir ananda kunde swagasam nimanjatam akhyapam. Only for this is the reason that Lord comes to give pleasure to his own surrendered devotee. Swagasam nimanjatam akhyapayantam. And those devotees, Todiyasita gensu bhaktir jitatam. He is subdued by the bhakti, particularly those bhakti who is doing the Sakhya Rasa and Sakhya and Vachalya and Madhurya Rasa. For those. So this is the purport of these verses, and beautiful things Lord has explained that. And these are the very highest stage actually. In the beginning, this we will not get that Sakhya Rasa, Dasya Rasa. Our is very, very, even not Santa Rasa. We are not so attached to our conditioned things that Anartha Nirviti Sat is very important. We are still in the stage of Anartha Nirviti, still is fighting with Maya. So our position, but we have to practice to come to this stage. How we will come? We will end up with that beautiful verses from CC, again spoken by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So on the platform of parental love, this is called parental love, Vachalla, Bhakta Vachalla Rasa. The devotee consider himself the Lord maintainer, that the Lord is object of maintenance like a son, therefore his mellow is full of quality of four rasa, Santa, Dasa, fraternity and parental. This is more transcendental nectar. See, this is all the combination of four rasas in this parental love or Vachalla Rasa. Combination of all the Santa Rasa, Sakhya Rasa, Dasya Rasa, all the things are there. And Vachala Rasa. Therefore, this is very transcendental nectar. The exchange of spiritual happiness between Krishna and a devotee, in which Krishna is controlled by his devotees, compared to an ocean of nectar into which devotee and Krishna plunge. This is the verdict of learned scholar who appreciate Krishna's opulence. That is what this verses. Exactly these verses. Iti driksva lilavir ananda kunde sogosam nimanjatam akhyapayantam. This is what this is beautiful verses. See, bang on. Se amritanande bhakta sadhuvena apane Krishna bhakta vasa guna kahe aishara gani gane. All these people, learned scholar who appreciate Krishna's opulence, this is the verdict that he is only this kind of exchange of spiritual happiness between Krishna and controlled by his devotee. They are very exalted. This pastime is very exalted. You should understand it. No, very exalted. See, this quote, these verses is quoted in CC Madhya. All the Chaitanya, all this, out of all this Astakam, I mean Damodarastakam, one verse is only quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita 19:2-3. This is the verses. Iti drikswalila vera ananda kunde sogosam nimanyatam akhyapayanta. Todiya sita gesu bhakter jitatam punaha prematatam sud. Again, let me offer my respectful obeisance unto Supreme Personality Godhead. Oh my Lord, I offer my obeisance hundreds and thousands of times with all affection, because by your personal pastime you plunge the gopis into an ocean of nectar. Appreciating your opulence, devotees generally declare that you are always subjugated by their feelings. See, always declare that you are subjugated by their feelings of the Lord. See, this is the verses is there in the Padma Purana, and it is there in CC also quoted by the Lord. Then finally, the Madhurya Rasa, on the platform of conjugal love, attachment for Krishna, rendering service unto him, relaxed feeling of fraternity, feeling of maintenance, all increase in intimacy. Everything will be very intensified in this particular highest platform. On the platform of conjugal love, devotee offers his body in the service of the Lord. Thus, on this platform, transcendental quality of all five rasas are present. Everything is present in this rasa. So, therefore, this is the highest rasa. And Krishna has, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to Prema Rasa Nirasaya, Prema Rasa Nirasaya, to come to taste this ras and also to preach this ras, to preach, to teach this rasa to every conditioned soul. Prema Pumartha Mahan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, main reason of coming. For this reason. See, this is the verses why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. What is the real internal reason? External reason different. Internal reason is that Prema Rasa Nirasa Karite Aswadan Raga Marga Bhakti Loke Karite Prachana Rasika Sekhara Krishna Parama Karuna Ei Dui Hetu Hoye Ichara Udgama. The Lord's desire to appear was born from two reasons. He wanted to taste sweetness, sweet essence of mellows of love of God, and he wanted to propagate devotional service in the world on the platform of spontaneous attraction. Thus he is known as supremely jubilant and the most merciful of all. See, nobody has given the love of God, it's so freely distributed. The highest love of God. That is called conjugal love. In he has come and distributing that. Prema rasa nirasya karite asodhan. Raga marga bhakti loke karite prachara. Raga marga bhakti loke. He has come to this, propagate and to distribute this raga marga, actually, conjugal spontaneous love. But in the very beginning stage, we are not in that stage. So in the beginning stage, how our things is that our stage is, we can go through our stage is now very conditional stage, fighting with the, but we have to raise that platform, that raga marga. It will automatically, if we execute sadhana bhakti under the guidance of the bona fide spiritual master like Srila Prabhupada, we can raise to that platform, and that is our goal. It's not like that is not our goal. Oh, we don't talk about Radharani, we don't talk about, no, that is our goal. But we will not talk prematurely. We will talk when it is comes automatically, manifested. Not just prematurely. Prabhupada said that not prematurely, automatically it will come. But initially it is sadhana bhakti. Kono bhagya kono jivera shraddha, that is Sisi Madhya 23:9. That how we can come to that platform, what is the technicalities, what are the stages, Kono bhagya kono jivera shraddha adi haye tabe sei jiva sadhu sange hi kare. By good fortune, a living entity develops faith in Krishna, he begins to associate with devotee. This is what given. The first thing is living entity which has been toxed in this material existence, which has been suffering, which in this wheelful of birth and death disease. Somehow a person is kono bhagyavana jiva Guru Krishna Krupa Papa Bhakti Lata Abhija. He begins to associate with devotee. Some faith, Adhav Shraddha, that is called Adhav Shraddha. If one has got little bit of Shraddha, oh Krishna is very supreme, little Shraddha, somehow he will get the association, begins the devotional service, association with devotee. Then what will happen? Sadhu Sangha hoite hue sarvana kirtana. Why Sadhu Sangha is important? Try to understand that. Why Sadhu Sangha? What is Sadhu Sangha? Sadhu Sangha does not mean that talking about social. Nowadays you see Sadhu Sangam is talking about the business, talking about this Bollywood. Now going on, all everything is infested with the Maya, the Kamini, Kanchana, Pratishta, all this thing, unwanted thing is still there. Therefore, we are not eligible for all kind of this kind of rasa, this kind of spontaneous love. We are not eligible to even understand this Damodar Lila. Damodar Lila is on the platform of Dasya Rasa, in the platform of the Sakhya Rasa, platform of the Bachala, platform of even platform of Bachala Rasa, Sakhya Rasa, and Madhurya Rasa. Even not in Santa and Dasya Rasa. What to speak about, Our position is so low, so, what you say, very inferior actually. We should understand what is Sadhu Sangha, we do not know. Sadhu Sangha means talking about politics, sociology, Bollywood, Hollywood. Sadhu Sangha means Sarvana Kirtana, always speaking about Krishna, hearing about Krishna. That is Sadhu Sangha. Bodhoyante parasparam, madachita madagata prana, bodhoyante parasparam, kathanta cha mam nityam, kathanta cha mam nityam, tushtati cha ramanti cha. Sadhu Sangam is always discourse is going on, discussion is going on about Krishna. That is Sadhu Sangha, not the nonsense going on nowadays in the name of Sadhu Sangha. Simply talking about all nonsense, all this video, YouTube, people are so much absorbed in watching this video, YouTube, all in the, if you really want to serious to advance, you should have a real Sadhu Sangha where always the discussion about the Krishna Katha, Sravana Kirtana. Sadhana bhakti hoye sarva anartha nivartana. Why there is always we are fighting with anartha nivritti? 99% of devotee are fighting with anartha nivritti because we do not have proper sadhu sangha. That is the only reason. That is the principal, cardinal and fundamental reason of that we do not reach from the platform of anartha nivritti. All unwanted habits, still it is there because our sadhu sangha is not proper. Sadhu sangha means always talk about Krishna. Always we should be determined, no, I won't talk with any nonsense, any business, any Bollywood, any sociology, any politics. I will talk only Krishna Katha. That is sadhu sangha. That is sadhana bhakti. That is what Prabhupada made it. Purity is the force. What is this purity? Purity means sadhu sangha. Sadhu sangha means Ravana. Only Sarvana. Purity means always hear and talk about Krishna. No nonsense gossip. That is purity. That is Sadhu Sangha. That is Sarvana Kirtana. When one is encouraged in devotional service by association of devotee, one becomes free from unwanted contamination by following the regulative principle of chanting. So long we are chanting, hearing, why all this anartha nivritti is still there? I want Kamini, Kanchana, Pratishta. Three things always is inhibiting, impeding the advancement of the devotee. So many years they are in this organization. Kamini, Kanchana, because they are not proper sadhu sangha, they are not hearing chanting. Three things are coming to their mind. Anartha nivritti, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given very elaborate, but to summarize the three things: Kamini, Kanchana, Pratishta. After woman, Kanchana, after the money, wealth, where to get donation, where to get that, where to get money, and Pratishta. Oh, I am great, I am pure devotee, senior devotee, I am great preacher, I am great, all great. That is, Sanatana Goswami has given his tools actually. Those who are thinking that I am superior, that kind of, who is searching after the fame, name and fame, is like as tools for the devotee. As tools, everybody wants to discard this abominable thing. Sanatana Goswami, one beautiful verse is there, is spoken. So this is real sadhu sangha. Then only we can come to the stage. No, these are the anartha nivritti hoile bhaktya nishta hoite sarva sravanadya ruchi upadaya. Say, when there is a unwanted contamination of all the lust, greed, anger, jealous, mata, maschara, all the 6 enemies, all unwanted contamination is free by proper sadhu sangha. He advances with firm faith. Initially the faith is very volatile, very fragile. Now the faith is very unswavering, firm, asakti. Faith is very asakti. Nishta, for a nishta platform, full firm faith, nishta. Asakti is later stage, this is nishta. Anartha nivritti, nishta will come then. Then when firm faith in devotional service awaken, the taste for hearing and chanting also awakens. So our now we don't have just taste for hearing chanting. We just mechanical process. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Going on. Taste is not there. Taste means the nainam galada srudaraya badanam gadagadarudhaya giratavanam. Taste is not there. We are a offensive stage. So taste is not there. Why taste is not there? Because we don't have firm faith. Anartha is still there. Sadhu Sangha is not proper. So then Sravana Kirtana is not proper. Therefore, when we are in Nishta, says firm faith in devotional service, hearing, chanting, the taste develop. Now we don't have taste. Durdaivam idistrim yadanu nanuraga. Na anuraga. No taste, no attachment for the hearing. Although Lord's name is very sweet, very beautiful, very sweet. Madhuram, Madhuram, Madhur, so sweet. Madhuram, Madhuram. Lord's name is so sweet, but still we don't have attraction. Then what will happen? Next one is Ruchi hoite bhakta hoye asakti prachura. When Ruchi, the taste will come, then we can attach to somebody. Supposing I have a taste for gulab jamun, I will attach to gulab jamun. When I have a taste for rasgulla, I will attach to rasgulla. Similarly, when I have a taste for hearing and chanting, then the attachment for the hearing and chanting will come. Asakti hoite chitte janme Krishna priti ankura. After the taste is awakened, deep attachment arises. When I have a taste, the attachment. Oh, I am really like it. The taste. I taste it, very nice, very nice. Then I will attachment. No, no, no. To Rasgulla, Rasgulla, wherever I see Rasgulla, attachment. From that attachment, seed of love Krishna grows in. Then seed will grow. That is called bhava stage. Seed will grow. Not the, it is not complete fruits. Seed, precondition, the first stage of the love. That is called bhava stage. Seed of Lord Krishna grows. सेई भाव गद्य होते धारा प्रेम नाम सेई प्रेम प्रयोजन सर्व आनंद धाम. See, when the ecstatic emotional stage intensified, when that seed, the bhava, become more intensified, that emotion for the Lord intensify, that is called love of God, it a prema. And such love is life, ultimate goal and reservoir of all pleasure. Prema pamartha mahan, the purpose of human form of life, to develop that prema for love of God. And for that, there is a stages as we go through all the thing, reading through all the thing, we have to come through that. We do properly do, somehow and other, we are fortunate to come to this transcendental movement by the grace of mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Now we should properly execute this one by proper sadhu sangha saravana kirtan. In 588 purport is given that total technicalities of how we should execute very carefully the plant, the seed of devotional service has been given by the Guru Krishna Kripa, and that seed has to be grow and fructify and become, penetrate the material existence and goes to spiritual skies, Golok Vrindavan. And the technicality is given everything in 588 purport, and in that way also all unwanted contaminations are there on the path of devotion. So that also it is there, unwanted creepers, how to remove that creepers, that also given, the offenses, all this unwanted contamination habit, that also given. So in this way we can come to that point of view. This is all technicality of rasa. And today we are talking about the rasa. Krishna is explaining, telling about that particular, this rasa, particularly the three rasa out of five, the last three rasas, which is Sakhya and Vachalya and Madhurya rasa. That love only I can be conquered, I can be subdued, not any other. This is the purport of this beautiful verse, that how the greatness is supersedes the sweetness. The greatness supersedes. Greatness, awareness of the greatness evokes subordination, but awareness of the sweetness evokes the faction, love and affection. That is the difference. And Krishna wanted that one. Where that state is free from awe and conception, free from the knowledge. Bhaktir iti drikswa lila viral. What is that? Swadiya sita gensu bhaktir jitatam. No knowledge of opulence and majesty, no awe and veneration, only bhakti. Puna prematas tam satabriti offer obeisance hundreds and thousands of times. So with this note, we will also offer the Supreme Lord Damodar who is exhibiting the super excellent process of bhakti, who is teaching us by this pastime. He is teaching of the super excellent process of bhakti, that bhakti which can subdue the Lord. He is teaching us. He is manifesting, exhibiting that pastime for us. Anugrahasya bhaktanam dehinam manusim dehi astitaha bhajate tadriskida yat srutva tad paro bhave. 10:33-36 Srimad Bhagavatam. Anugrahasya bhaktanam, to show the mercy, Lord has come and enacted so wonderful pastime. He is exhibiting super excellent, unparalleled, enchanting, endearing pastime. That how the super excellent process of bhakti that can subdue the Lord. With that great note, with that wonderful notes, we will end these classes by offering the 100,000 times obeisances to Lord Damodar. ओ दामोदर अष्टकम की जाय, श्री राधा दामोदर की जाय, कार्तिक मास की जाय, जय शिला प्रभुपाद की जाय, गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल।